Hello there, my name is Lorraine Grant and I'm married to Jim for 44 years. We have two children, two daughters, Louise and Lana. Louise lives in Munich with her husband Christoph and they have two children, James and Harris. My younger daughter Lana lives here in Ayr with her partner Andy and they have a daughter Rose. We have Rose at church with us quite often. Her mum and dad are both police officers and when we babysit and it's a Sunday she comes to church with us. Just now obviously we're not really being able to babysit very much, but as you can see behind me here I have the children's artwork on the wall just to keep me company through these lockdowns, which has been very difficult for us. I'd like to talk to you today about maybe not judging other believers and about religion. When we were young and we first met, I thought I didn't think about Christianity at all actually. I thought about religion. You were either a Catholic or a Protestant. Where we came from, that's how it was. And when Jim and I met, he was a Catholic, I was a Protestant, and that did not go down very well with either family, as that was very frowned upon in the area that we came from. And if someone said to you, what religion are you? You wouldn't say, I'm a Christian, you would say, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Protestant. Anyway, we got married. It wasn't a happy time. The families were very disapproving and, you know, we went ahead anyway because we wanted to be together. And we decided then that religion wasn't for us. We wouldn't do anything about religion in our marriage. We wouldn't go to church. We wouldn't do anything because religion for us just had not been good. So that went on for quite some time. We moved to Ayr. We probably had been married about 30 years when we came to Ayr, and I got a job working in the surgery at 9 Alloway Place, and Susan Nason worked there. And she asked me if I wanted to go along to church with her at Belmont Academy, Southside. And I thought, I was just in a new job, I didn't really want to say no. So I thought, okay, I'll go 1 week and that will be that. So I went that week and I enjoyed it. And I thought, there was something a bit different about that, wasn't there? However, I decided I wasn't going to go back another week because we had made that decision not to have anything to do with religion. So I said to Susan, it was near Christmas time actually at that point, so I said to her, listen, it's not really for me. To me, church is a lovely building with lovely stained glass windows. And she said, okay, well, I can't do stained glass windows for you. But I said, look, I'll come next week anyway. So unknown to me, the children at the school that week must have been working on making stained glass windows out of crepe paper. So when we walked into Belmont Academy that following Sunday, the windows were all covered in crepe paper and it just really looked like stained glass windows. So her and I looked at one another and I thought to myself, maybe there's something in this after all. And I started going every week and I got to realise that actually knowing God is nothing about religion. And so I realised you're a Christian or you're not. It doesn't matter about the denominations. And in fact, the denominations of the Christian church is something that I'm totally against. I wish there could just be Church Scotland. I think they're divisive. I just, you know, I would never say I'm a Baptist. I would always say I'm a Christian. And I just think that would be great if we could just have that. So anyway, we went to Southside ever since really. We left Southside for a time because we felt things just weren't right for us at that time, and we thought maybe we need to go to another church. We felt drawn to Holy Trinity in Ayr, and we did go there for quite a few years. However, that didn't really work out for us either. Our friends Margot and Ingles had also at that time left Southside, and they decided to go back to Southside, and I thought, they had been back a few weeks and I thought, you know, I think we'll go back as well, because really I felt Southside calling to me. It's where we were meant to be. we probably just didn't realise that. And as my friend Margot said, if you have a fallout with your own family, you try and fix that. You don't just walk away. And I thought, do you know, that's really true. And that's what we did. We came back, and that's our church home now, whatever. Yeah, there's things we don't agree with probably, or think could be done differently. There's things we think are brilliant. But overall, that's our church, and that's where we go. Excuse me a minute, I'm just going to look at my little crib sheet here to see what else I want to talk about. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about was, I'm not somebody that's good at sharing my faith. I'm just not that natural evangelist. I wish I was, I'm not. And I saw on Facebook that some people were painting rocks. And so I thought, I could paint rocks and leave them places for people to find and make their day bright just with that wee finding that rock. Because we found a rock one day and I was like really excited. I found a painted rock. So I started painting rocks, and then I thought, I'll actually start writing on the back of the rock. I'll paint the front, and on the back I'll put light of the world, Jesus lives, or just Jesus. So I started doing that and leaving them round about the area that I live in. I laid one on top of a pillar box and I laid it there, and the next day I went out for my walk and it had gone. There was another stone, I painted a dragonfly on it, and on the other side I put Jesus is alive. And so the stone disappeared, and I thought, you know, I wonder what they thought when they read that. And then I saw the stone on someone's doorstep, dragonfly side up. But I thought, you know, did they look at the other side and think, Jesus is alive? Who knows? But I just thought, I'll just keep doing it. So if you find a stone somewhere and it says on it, Jesus rocks, then that was me that left that. I'm also a person who has OCD. I struggled at doing this because I thought, you know, what will I wear? Where will I stand? What if I stumble over my words? What if it's boring? What if it's whatever? And then I just tried to say to myself, you know, you don't have to be perfect. Good enough is good enough. And that's really hard. And I don't think the Lord calls us to be perfect, you know. He just calls us to do our best. And obviously that's what I'm trying to do. There's a couple of bits from the Bible that I really like, and I'll just, if you don't mind, I'll just read you a couple of bits. The first one I'm going to read is, I must have rocks on the brain or something, but there's a bit in Revelation that I love, and it says, I will give some of the hidden manna to everyone who wins the victory. I will also give to each one who wins the victory a white stone with a new name written on it. No one knows this new name except the one who receives it. That's just so exciting to me. I just think that's absolutely brilliant. And the other, I like loads of bits in the Bible obviously, but the other one I want to read out to you today is Psalm 139. And if you don't mind, I'll just read that to you now. Psalm 139. Lord, you have examined me and know all about me. You know when I sit down and when I get up. You know my thoughts before I think them. You know where I go and where I lie down. You know thoroughly everything I do. Lord, even before I say a word, you already know it. You are all around me, in front and at the back, and have put your hand on me. Your knowledge is amazing to me. It is more than I can understand. Where can I go to get away from your spirit? Where can I run from you? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I lie down in the grave, you are there. If I rise with the sun in the east and settle in the west beyond the sea, even there you would guide me. With your right hand you would hold me. I could say, the darkness will hide me. Let the light around me turn into night. But even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is as light as the day. Darkness and light are the same to you. You made my whole being. You formed me in my mother's body. I praise you because you made me in an amazing and wonderful way. What you have done is wonderful. I know this very well. You saw my bones being formed as I took shape in my mother's body. When I was put together there, you saw my body as it was formed. All the days planned for me were written in your book before I was 1 day old. God, your thoughts are precious to me. There are so many. If I could count them, they would be more than all the grains of sand. When I wake up, I am still with you. Thanks for listening.